Hello everybody, I'd like to do a paper pumpkin alternative for you today. I just got this in today and oh, it's so lovely. If you're not a paper pumpkin subscriber, now would be a perfect time to subscribe. You can subscribe monthly, quarterly, like every 3 months, every 6 months, or yearly. Next month, you get a free stamp set in the kit. You already get one in the kit, so you'd get two. And it's their 6th birthday. So they're celebrating 6 years of Paper Pumpkin. And believe me, they've gotten better and better every year. This month is succulents. The cards and the pictures are gorgeous. So the plants, of course, are succulents. You get 3 of each kind, so you get to make 9 cards. Of course, it comes with all your instructions. You have a little measuring tool, 9 inches on the bottom. And on the back, it tells you what your kit includes. Your very first kit, you will get a block. After that, you don't get a block, but you always get a stamping spot. You get dimensionals, glue dots, you get like ribbon or twine, embellishments like little gems. Of course, your stamping spot. This month we got a beautiful large stamp set, and it has a lot of sayings on it and little borders and things like that. Oh, and also on the instruction thing, it gives you coordinating stamping up colors that you can use too. And if you go to the websites, they give you alternative ideas, and you can check out all the previous kits too on Pinterest. They have a Pinterest site as well, and it's, you know, some gorgeous kits. These were all the little labels that you could put your sentiments on. You get the cards with the U in the succulents. You get white cards. You get this one here with the ones in the teacups. You get vellum, black cards. More black. You get striped cards with the pictures of the succulents, and then you get all the envelopes to go with the 9 cards. But let me show you what we're going to make. I'm not going to make the ones in the picture. We're going to do different. I'll put that up here right now. In case I need something, I'll keep it close. I'll show you a few that I've done. Okay, this is the one we're going to make. Kind of similar to this, a little take off of it, and I've just cut the base picture up, and I stamped here with Versamark and white embossing powder. This one I did the picture and I cut it on diagonals so you can see the gap in between, and I used black embossing powder. And this one looks like a picture frame, like a picture window, and it's got the black hole in between, and it's got you can do incredible things, and then I just put 2 little swirly things on there. But we're going to kind of make this one, so let's get started. You will need from your kit a black card, and what I used, instead of using my dimensionals, I've got a piece of Kitty Fun Foam, just a little thin piece of foam, and I'm going to use that as my dimensional on the back. I'll cut it up when we do that. And I'm going to use black ink. I bet you that's what I didn't get. Hold on one second. I'm going to just use black Memento ink because I'm going to actually put it up in the corner. And the sentiment I'm going to use is, "You're the reason I smiled today." So that's going to go like right up there. And I might use my thing. Probably not, because I'm not cutting it, so I really don't need. No, I'm going to use that corner. So what I'm going to do though is cut it. And you can cut it in 4. You can cut it in however many pieces you want. You can cut it diagonal. You can cut it in slices, but let's see, it is 3 3/4. half of that would be 1 7/8. So a little bit before that you want to cut. And then a little bit off. So we just slice out that little tiny bit out of the middle. And then we're going to put these together. I'll just cut it in 4. We'll layer them up together, and I will cut it about 2 3/4, right? We'll cut them off, and we're going to slice just a tad off of there, just a little tiny bit off, just so as we have a gap. And then I'm going to take a little tiny bit off the top. I'm going to make this 2 1/2. Right, that should be plenty off. Now this is going to be the piece for our sentiment, so let's make sure it's going to fit right. It will. So I'm going to stamp that now. And right here. I think that's lovely. You're the reason I smiled today. I think that's so pretty. Right? So now, what we need to do is, I can use, don't need my scissors. I'll use my cutter. Let's see. So you are just over 1 3/4 inches. So we'll make it about 1 1/2. And we'll cut. And then you are 2 1/2, so we'll make it about 2 1/4. And that should be good for that piece. So you just want it to be, you know, around it. This is probably good enough for that, right? Yeah, I'll just trim that little piece off here. I'll do it with the trimmer rather than the scissors. Alright, so that's good. I've got glue stuck to me already. I haven't started. And again, just over 1 3/4, so we'll do it just over 1 1/2. And just a tad bit off the bottom. Just do it so you have a slight border around your, or you can use your dimensionals. It's quite up to you. Do that one. 1 1/2. That should be good. Save that little bit. There. Yep. That should be perfect. So now we just take our card, and all we're going to do is glue these on the Tombow. All right. And that's that one. Again, just a little bit of glue on there to hold it on. And that's going there. There. Okay. Now we take our glue again. And I put a little bit more on that. And this piece. We'll put these both on here so we can sort of kind of match them up. The reason I'm using liquid glue is because you have time to move it. Alright, so I'm going to put it about there. Alright, hold it down just for a second. And then these are going down here. Not stuck, is it? All right. I'm going to have to, I forgot I wasn't using the background on it, the vellum or the grey. There's different backgrounds in there. So I have to cut a little bit off my card, but that's okay because I don't want that too wide. Let's do this on here. The glue takes just a tad to dry, and it does move around a bit, so you have to be careful what you're doing and watch it so it's not moving too much. Squash it down. And there's a quick card, another alternate. You can take your gems that were in the kit. How wide? Wide. Yeah. I'm going to just trim off a tad. Let's put it in here and trim off just a tad. There we go. That's a little better. A little more easier. And we'll take some gems. These are pretty little gems. They look like little glass enamel clear shapes. Yeah. I'll just put them in a row. 1, 2, and 3. Cool. And there is our card. So I thank you for watching, and these are my sample. And a couple other samples. There you go. So You Are Wonderful, and this one. I will have the measurements, and I will do a blog on it. So check out the instructions below where to find my blog, and if you needed any of the supplies. The only thing I used though was the paper pumpkin, so you'd have to purchase the paper pumpkin kit, and you can't buy this one now unless you are already a member and have leftovers. You'd be able to buy the refills. But next month's kit, like I said, is they're celebrating their birthday. They are 6 years old, and you would get 2 stamp sets. So you not only would get the big one in this kit, you would also get another freebie. And it's going to be a special birthday box. It's not a red paper pumpkin box like we normally get. So I hope you enjoyed my alternates, and if you are a subscriber, have a go. Let me know how yours turn out and show me your alternates. I'd love to see and hear from you. So click subscribe and you'll get notifications when I upload new ones. And I appreciate you watching, and you have a great evening. Good night.